ball gouge my wife at me. I'm doing this to remind myself to do something. I was asked, I think the guy's name was David, I'll check later. I was asked on social media, could I do a video on me prototyping something? And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this video up on my desktop to remind me to do it the next time I'm prototyping something. And then I'll put it at the start of whatever video I'm prototyping. If somebody asks me to do a video on something, I will try my best to do it. Right, so the next time I'm prototyping something, I will put it up as a video. Right, and I'll put this at the start of it. So I have, at the moment, I have no idea what this video is about. So I'll see you whenever. Right, the other day I was doing something in the kitchen and I just had YouTube playing. And I went down the YouTube rabbit hole. It was auto playing, and I started off watching woodturning, and I ended up actually on a channel called Shadversity. Now this guy is mad into medieval stuff, especially weaponry and stuff. And he's really enthusiastic about it. Which is probably why I watched it for about 2 hours. Right, but it got me thinking. And I haven't torn anything weird in a while. So, I'm going to turn a sword. Right. I have a block of tiger wood here. Right, it's 2 inches square, it's 23 inches long. Now, I messed about trying to figure out how to do this. And this is what I come up with. Right. On one end, well on both ends actually, right, I have the exact centre marked, and I have 1 centimetre either side marked on both ends, right? And I've drawn a rough line down the middle of the side that's opposite to them. So they go that way, the line is there, right? So what I'm going to do is off-centre turning on this. The first thing you need to do is you have to leave a square block both ends. If you don't, as soon as you turn one side of this, the hole that you need to turn the other side disappears. So you do have to leave a block. So the first thing to do is mount it in the center hole between centers. And then with a parting tool, come down about 3/4 of an inch, and cut a square both ends. Just once you get down the round, it's fine. You don't need to go crazy on it. You just want separation both ends. There's no measurement or anything for it, just whatever you think you're going to need. Because you do not want to, as I said, do the end sleeves at all. After you've done that, move to one of the other sets of holes. Right. Now be careful when you're doing this that you don't touch this square with your gouge or you will get a catch. My weapon of choice for this is going to be a 1-inch continental gouge. Back out of the way because it's off center. Right. I'm at 1100. This is a lot like turning a winged bowl. You'll know you're getting close because if you watch the ghosting up here at the top, you'll see when it disappears, you're basically at it. Check how close I am to the line. Nearly there. And with the other end. Now, unless you're Steve Jones, I wouldn't advise trying this with a skew. Check it. I know I'm not on it yet, but I'm close. See, there's the line there. So I'm close. I'm not on it yet though. I'm going to move the tail slightly closer, but I'm making sure that I'm not touching that block. Check of that. So you're pretty close. Yep. It's just a touch just there. I'm off. Yeah, that's better. Right. Now I'm going to switch over to the other hole on the other side. Two us back out of the way. The crank. Tighten everything up and do the exact same thing on the other side. And there you end up with your basic blade shape. Now what you need to do is go back to that center hole again. So it's basically a blade shape. If you want to go skinnier, then go say half a centimeter instead of a centimeter. But remember, it's wood you're using, not steel, so it's not going to be as strong as steel. So you won't get it to the same size as a steel blade. Now that you're back on center again, you can get rid of the squares on the end. Now what you need to do on this end, well on one of the ends, your pick, is create a dowel that will go through the crossguard and into the handle. Now something you'll notice is if you're using a parting tool, you could get fuzzies there, just on the end. Right, so cut down your dowel. I'll show you to get rid of them. But when you're doing your dowel, make sure that it's long enough to go. That it's going to be long enough to go through the crossguard handle. You don't want to leave that too short, right? And you'll end up with basically a square edge there with a dowel, and that needs to be slightly longer, I would say. Now I want a good clean cut there, so there's a skew. Skew. Then we start with a cut. I really want a good square edge on this. Right, there I have a nice square edge there into that dowel. And on this end, you can get rid of your square again. Right. And then grab your gouge again and turn this into kind of a point. Now it won't be right, you're going to have to do a lot of sanding on this end. And there you have the rough basics of the sword blade. Now before you take it off, sand it when it's on this. It makes it a lot easier. And it's hand sanding. You can't machine sand this. So I'll start hand sanding and I'll be back then. Right, now that I have all that sanded down and I have done the Yorkshire grit on it, I have to sort out this end. Right, and what I'm looking for here is I'm looking to turn that basically into a point. Now I'm looking for a convex curve in this, not a concave. Or even just even a straight cut would do it, I suppose. Now you don't want to try and catch this because that will give you an awful smack in the hand. And there we have a convex curve. Right, we'll break that bit off. Now this top bit here, right, there's a trick to it. Right, what you want to do is the edge of your blade, right, you want to draw a line. These are just guidelines at the moment, okay, to there, roughly from the point of that to the point of the tip you put in. Same on this side. Now, these don't have to be exact, it's as close as you can get them. And then you'll have a curve there. From the tip of that curve to the tip of the point. This is roughly what it is. Let's do for an hour. Right, so what you've in effect done is quartered it. Now you have to sand the shape into the top of that. I haven't figured out how to turn that shape in. Well, this one doesn't take long and it works quite well. Okay, right, when you have your flats in, right, what you want to do then is this part and this part, you want to round them over to try and kind of match in to the roll here. And then when you get your roll, right, just go down through your grits and get it to the same consistency as the rest of your blade. Right then, now that the blade is done, I have matched it in the curve and you actually were at the top. Right. I'm going to start the crossguard. Now what I've done here is there's two lines here you can see, and they're the width of the blade on the long edge. Right. I need that kind of squarish. Right. So first thing I'm going to do is separate that off. So we have the square block in the middle separated off, which I'm going to need for this to slip into. Could have actually been done with it doing a little bit wider there. For the purposes of the demo, it will do. Right, but I should have actually left that slightly wider. But you get the idea. Right. I'll mess about with that with a sander and get it to blend in or something. Right. So what I'll be doing when I'm turning is I will be trying to blend that in as close as I can the shape of the blade by taking the corners off. Now I just need to make sure both sides of the guard are the same width. So 2 inches should be fine. 2 inches there. And 2 inches there. I'll give myself marks there as well. Just so I know. Now basically you can start mucking about and design whatever design you want as a guard, as a crossguard. Yeah, that's better. We'll go for the same on this side. Something does not look right there. Something doesn't look right there. I think I know what I did. I do indeed know what I did. I cut on the wrong side of the line. Right, well, let's sort that out. That's where I should have been cutting to. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, no. Now we're going to start knocking those corners off. Just check if I'm staying within those marks I put on. I am right on them. Same on this side. On that side too. Do another slight cut top of that one. And there with detail gouge. Roll the blade down to there. Still looks weird for some reason. I want straight edges on this. I'm going to be cutting this off on that ridge, right in the edge of that ridge. I want straight edges on this. So something looks funny there for some reason. I can't figure out what it is. I don't like that though. That's better. I can scoop. A cove in there works a little bit better, I think. Yeah, slight cove is better in there. Right then, now I'll sand that before I take it off. There's a bump there. Still a slight flat there. Oh, that's nicer. That still looks off. Oh boy, it is. Right there, as I said, I'll sand this down now. Quick look. Yeah, it's a prototype. It's not bad. That one is slightly longer than that one, but it's, as I said, it's a prototype, so I'm not too pushed. I have lost my drill. Right, then I've sanded it down a bit and thrown some Yasha grit on it. As I said, I want these ends square. There you go. You know, as I said, this is just a, can I do this? This wouldn't be up to the quality of a finished piece at all. It's just a prototype. I got asked how do I come up with some of the stuff that I come up with. This is basically it. I'll say something, I'll go, I wonder if. And I'll look about and do a rough prototype first before I do the real thing. So I thought that in this video I'd show how I do a prototype. And the crossguard. Slips onto the handle. Now, see what I mean about try everything. See the way that doesn't match. next time I'm doing this, when I'm doing a proper one, this piece of wood that I'm using for the crossguard is going to have to be bigger. It's that simple. And I might actually leave that peg longer as well. But proof of concept wise, that works. Right. Now, handle. Right then, first thing I want to do with this piece is to round it off. Now I need to drill that. I'll just stick a shoulder onto it. Down. Stick that into a chuck to drill it. After I knock that end bit off on the bandsaw. Drill a hole in the end of this to accept the dowel. It should be deep enough. Yeah, check how deep that is. A little deeper. Should do it. Get my cowl center on. And now, start messing about with a handle shape. I have a crossguard so I don't move. Yeah, let me see. There. Fine. Gonna have a pummel on it. Yeah, that's good. Let that curve out a little. And that one. I want this to end in a flat kind of match in with the end of the crossguard, hopefully. Let's see what that looks like. Quick sanding. Alright then, we're sanded down and we're Yorkshire gritted. Part off. And there's the handle. Right then, everything's glued up. I'm just waiting for the glue to go off. But I hope that's what you wanted, David. That's me prototyping. What did I learn out of that? Right, for starters, the blade should be thinner. So instead of going the 1 centimeter either side, I would go a ½ centimeter either side. The crossguard needs to be a wider piece of wood. Right, it's too thin. Right, handle is fine. But as I said, it's just a prototype. It will. When I actually turn one properly, it'll be a lot nicer. But there we go. As you know about me, if somebody asks me a question, will I do a video on this or will I do a video on that, I will do my best to oblige. So that's my prototyping process, if you will. So if you like that, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, like and share the video. And I'll see you in the next one.